I'm gonna try and do this really quick. I've got to make 2 videos. I made this one, and I was gonna upload it after I uploaded the last one that I did, but I realized that between uploading, I had said a bunch of the same stuff in each one, so I sort of half-assed moved, which is why I haven't updated. I was trying to update it. Heather's using my phone, but I guess the mic on my phone isn't loud enough because you can't hear when the person's talking. T changes, really, it's just more freaking facial hair. That's all I can tell is happening right now, is that I'm getting hairier. No real facial changes or anything like that. My voice might be getting a little bit deeper, still dropping. Yeah. I talked to my mom a couple of weeks ago, right after maybe on Mother's Day. Yeah, hell, I don't remember. It was around Mother's Day. And I told her that I was on hormones. I'd been on hormones for a couple of months, and I said, I wanted to tell you, but I didn't want to hurt you. I didn't want to upset you, and I knew that if I did, it was going to hurt you. And I said, I talked to Maureen, and she's like, well, you know, your mom was afraid that you were going to change, do a 360 or a 180 like your brother, personality-wise. So she said maybe it's good that you waited to tell her. So that's why I told my mom. I was like, you know, I waited 2 months. I haven't changed, you know. And she said that's not what I'm afraid of. She said that I'm afraid that once you're full-fledged, that you won't want to go shopping with me anymore. It sounds crazy, but that's what my mom and I do. On weekends we go. Neither one of us like going to the grocery store by ourselves. So we normally go together, and we'll make like a day out of it. Like we'll go out to a flea market, we'll go to the mall, we'll look around, and then we'll go to the grocery store either that day or the next. And that's what we do. And she's afraid that I will change because once I look more like a guy, she said, what son goes shopping with their mother? And I kind of looked at her, so I guess I do. But that was her biggest fear, which sounds really crazy, but I guess when you think about it, you know, it's not. Since then, I moved, and that was kind of how this all came about. Was like I was telling her what was going on with Heather and I wanting to move, and I was telling her that it would be a good thing for me, like a fresh start, and she agreed, and told me that whatever I decided, she supported me. She didn't want me to go, but she supported me. I told her that Heather and I were a couple, all that, and then when I got back, she told me she went to a therapist, which I had taken her to mine, but she felt that mine was pushing me into doing this. So she found her own and went to her, and her therapist told her that it was very possible that my wreck did cause this. It's hard for me to believe that. I will say that it was probably a little bit stronger after my wreck, but I remember when I was 2 or 3 years old, I was probably closer to 3, all the grandkids were riding in the back of my grandpa's truck, and he had like this camper shell, and there was my mom and her sister, I think, were back there with us, and all the boys had their shirts off, sleeping, and I didn't understand why I couldn't take my shirt off. I got so mad, and she eventually let me take it off, but she said I had to put it back on before everybody woke up. So, the little stuff like that, I remember. I didn't see the difference. I didn't understand. And that was way before my wreck. I didn't have my wreck until I was 18. And, yeah. So, I asked my mom, I said, what difference does it make whether it happened because of my wreck or if I was born like this? I said, it shouldn't matter. All that should matter is that, you know, I'm dealing with it the best that I know how. And she said that she understood, and it was right. You know, she was too controlling, too clingy, she was nosy. She's like, I found out that it's not all you. She's like, I have things I need to work on too. She said, but I don't want to lose my child. And I assured her again that that's never going to happen. My mom is my best friend, and I don't think that's ever going to change. She's the one person I can always count on, even when I completely, totally screw up. She's always there for me, trying to help me dig myself out, which is kind of what she's doing now with the situation that I put myself in. But I am actually supposed to be meeting my friends for lunch right now. I'm going to talk to them about trying to get my job back, and I still have to shave because I didn't do that earlier. Anyway, I'll make another one later about my moving experience and what happened, because I haven't really been talking about it much anywhere because Heather has access to pretty much everything that I do, and I still don't understand what happened, and yeah, but we'll talk about that later, so yeah.